You found yourself stranded thousands of miles from home, without any money or possessions. Such a situation could lead many to despair and curse their unfortunate fate. But for Zeno of Cyprus, this became the cornerstone of his life's work and legacy. Once a wealthy merchant, Zeno lost everything when he was shipwrecked in Athens around 300 BCE. With little else to do, he wandered into a bookstore, became fascinated by reading about Socrates, and decided to study under the city's renowned philosophers. As Zeno began to teach his own students, he founded what became known as the philosophy of Stoicism. This philosophy, with its teachings on virtue, tolerance, and self-control, has inspired generations of thinkers and leaders. The term Stoicism originates from the Stoa Poikile, a decorated public colonnade where Zeno and his followers would gather to discuss. Today, we often use the word Stoic to describe someone who remains calm under pressure and avoids extreme emotions. While this captures key aspects of Stoicism, the original philosophy was much more than just an attitude. The Stoics believed that everything around us functions according to a web of cause and effect, resulting in a rational structure of the universe, which they called logos. Although we may not always control the events that impact us, we do have control over how we approach these situations. Rather than imagining an ideal society, the Stoic seeks to engage with the world as it is while striving for self-improvement through four cardinal virtues: practical wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations logically, informed, and calmly; temperance, exercising self-restraint and moderation in all aspects of life; justice, treating others with fairness, even when they have wronged us; courage, facing daily challenges with clarity and integrity, not just in extraordinary circumstances. Seneca, one of the most well-known Roman Stoics, once wrote, "Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage." While Stoicism emphasizes personal development, it is not a self-centered philosophy. In a time when Roman law considered slaves as property, Seneca advocated for their humane treatment and emphasized our shared humanity. Stoicism doesn't promote passivity either. The philosophy suggests that only those who have cultivated virtue and self-control within themselves can effect positive change in others. One of the most famous Stoic authors was also among Rome's greatest emperors. During his 19-year reign, Marcus Aurelius relied on Stoicism to lead the empire through two major wars and endure the loss of many of his children. Centuries later, Marcus's writings provided comfort and guidance to Nelson Mandela during his 27-year imprisonment as he fought for racial equality in South Africa. After his release and eventual triumph, Mandela emphasized peace and reconciliation, believing that while past injustices couldn't be undone, they could be confronted in the present to build a better, more just future. Stoicism thrived as an active school of philosophy for several centuries in Greece and Rome. Although it faded as a formal institution, its influence has persisted to this day. Christian theologians like Thomas Aquinas admired and adopted its focus on virtues, and parallels can be drawn between Stoic ataraxia, or tranquility of mind, and the Buddhist concept of nirvana. One particularly influential Stoic was the philosopher Epictetus, who argued that suffering doesn't arise from events in our lives, but from our judgments about them. This idea has strongly influenced modern psychology and the self-help movement. For instance, rational emotive behavioral therapy focuses on changing the self-defeating attitudes people form about their circumstances. Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, informed by his experiences as a concentration camp prisoner, is also based on the Stoic principle that we can harness our willpower to infuse our lives with meaning, even in the most challenging situations.